Hello guys, welcome to my channel He stands for Humanities and Environment. Guys, I'm Ajay Sharma, 18 years of total teaching experience in social science, IB, ESS, history, civics, geography, etc. So today I will be talking to you about NTSC. Now, why NTSC? First of all, this is one of the most reputed scholarship exam which is conducted for grade 10 students only throughout India. So grade 10 students studying in any of the boards, private student or studying in government schools or private sector schools. So all are eligible for NTSC exam. Now this particular time is very important, very crucial for NTSC stage 1 exam. So I will be talking to you about NTSC, which is National Talent Search Examination, and this examination is conducted by NCERT, National Council of Educational Research and Training. So this is a scholarship program. There are two stages in NTSC, stage 1 and stage 2. Stage 1 is the state level exam and stage 2 is the national level exam. So I will be talking to you about the scholarship amount, the pattern of exam, syllabus to some extent. And once this video is finished, in the forthcoming videos I will be talking to you more about social science, which is one of the most important subject for NTSC. Now, first stage exam is a state level exam, and which is conducted by all the Indian states and union territories. And NTSC stage second level exam is conducted only for those students who clear the first stage exam. So NTSC for stage 1 exam is going to be conducted on 13th of December 2020. So all the students from Rajasthan, they will be appearing for stage 1 exam, and I wish them all the best in advance. I hope they are preparing hard for this exam. Now, as I said that this is a scholarship exam, how much is the scholarship given to the students? So scholarship depends on the classes. For example, once they clear this exam, so the scholarship will be given at the rate of 1250 rupees per month for grade 11 and 12 classes. And after that, for the UG students, if they continue their studies, maybe they will take admissions, they will be doing BA or BCom or BSc, etc., or maybe PE. And for the PG students, MSc, MA, MCom, etc., so that time the scholarship will be increased to 2000 rupees per month. I remember long back the scholarship amount was very less. It was close to 600 rupees only. But thanks to the government that it has increased the scholarship amount. And later on, if the students, they are doing their PhD, which is the doctorate program, so the scholarship amount in the PhD is fixed as per the UGC norms or Union Grant Commission norms. Now, the eligibility criteria, the basic eligibility criteria is that the student should be in grade 10, but as far as age is concerned, the age of the student should be below 18 years. That's the most important criteria. So the students who are appearing for stage 1 exam on 13th of December, so for this particular year, their age should be less than 18 years of age as per 1st of July while registering for the exam. So stage 1 or state level exam, as I said earlier also, that all the students of grade 10 who are doing their grade 10 in any of the government or private schools anywhere in India, so there is no domicile restriction. The candidate can be from any of the state or union territory from India. Moreover, if the student is doing private or studying in open or distance learning are also eligible to write NTSC 2020 exam. Then NTSC stage 2 eligibility criteria is very simple. So all the students who qualify stage 1, which is the state level exam, are only eligible to appear for stage 2 exam. So all their roll numbers, venue, date of exam, details, all these details will be conveyed to the selected students only by NCERT through their official website. Now, what about the students who are not from India, who are studying abroad? So abroad also, in other countries also, there are schools which follow the curriculum from India, like CBSE schools. So those students are pretty luckier, I can say, because they are exempted from appearing from stage 1 exam. They can directly appear for the stage 2 exam. But there is a condition. The candidate must have scored at least 60% marks in the previous exam, that is grade 9 exam. They should have at least 60% marks. But yes, there is a process. They must apply for the request, which should be given from the head of the institution wherever he or she is studying, along with an attested copy of a class 9th mark sheet. Because class 9th mark sheet, it should be checked whether the student has scored 60% marks or not, and the request should reach the head Department of Educational Survey Division, NCERT, New Delhi, by 31st of December of the concerned year. Right. Okay. Now, what is a pattern? So, most important is this. There are 2 stages of NTSC. Stage 1, which is state level, stage 2 is the national level, and both the stages are divided into 2 parts. So each stage has 2 exams, SAT and MAT, and each exam, whether SAT or MAT, is having 100 questions each. So 100 questions each in both MAT and SAT. So what is MAT and what is SAT? MAT is mental aptitude test and SAT is cholestatic aptitude test. So mental aptitude test is all about reasoning or these hidden codes. These type of questions are common, and SAT is about science, maths and social science. So you can see that 40 questions each are coming from science and social science. These 2 are very, very important if SAT is concerned. Only 20 questions of mathematics is asked in SAT exam. So each stage has 2 papers. So first paper is MAT or mental ability test, and each paper is having 100 questions. MAT is all about, as I said, it's about different types of questions on the basis of series or pattern perception, analogies, coding, decoding, classifications, hidden figures or problem solving, etc. And SAT, cholestatic aptitude test, which has science, social science and mathematics. So of course, in both the cases, especially in SAT, which is from science, maths and social science, so whatever topic the students of grade 10 has studied in past 9th, grade 9 and present grade 10, so all the relevant topics are going to be asked in SAT exam. Both the exams, whether MAT or SAT, is of 120 minutes each, and the level of questions will be equivalent to class 10th or equivalent. So this picture will also make you clear what is stage 1 and stage 2 and what are the different papers. So stage 1 is the state level exam, which has 2 papers, MAT and SAT, and stage 2 is a national level exam, which also has 2 papers. And the time and number of questions is more important to understand. Both the papers, 100 questions each. Now this is the most important information. Most of the students, they are confused about the negative marking, whether there is negative marking or not. Negative marking is there in stage 2 exam, not in stage 1. So stage 1, which is the state level exam, which has 2 papers, MAT and SAT, there is no negative marking. So it is always suggested that students should attempt all the questions. The questions are multiple choice questions. So for each correct answer, 1 mark will be awarded. There is no negative marking for the wrong answer. This is for stage 1. So for example, on 13th of December 2020, the students of Rajasthan will be appearing for stage 1 exam. So they should attempt all the questions. But if they qualify stage 1, so the next level, next stage exam will be happening in the month of July. And that time, they should be careful while attempting the second level paper or stage 2 paper, because for each correct answer 1 mark will be awarded, but for every wrong answer 1/3 of the marks will be deducted. This is the most important information. So no negative mark, but yes, if the questions are left unattempted, then there is no negative marking deducted. That's the difference. So very simple. Stage 1 there is no negative marking, stage 2 there is negative marking. In stage 1 there is no negative marking for the wrong answer and also for the left unattempted questions. But this is simple to understand that students should appear for all the questions. Stage 2 there is no negative marking for the questions left unattempted. Now qualifying marks for NTSC exams, 40% marks in each paper should be scored by the students from general category. Whereas for SC, ST and physically handicapped category students, the qualifying marks are only 32%. There is a reservation quota for scheduled castes, scheduled tribes and persons with disability as far as scholarships are concerned. So 15% scholarships are reserved for SCs, 7.5% are reserved for STs and 3% are reserved for persons with disability. So guys, in the forthcoming videos I will be talking about the other national and international level Olympiads like NSTSC, KVPY and RMO. But most important focus will be on social science, because NTSC stage 1 exam is about to on 13th of this month only, next month only. So we have very less time for stage 1 exam. So I hope this video you might find informative as far as NTSC is concerned. So thank you very much for watching this video, and please write some comments if you want some more videos, specific videos on history, geography or civics or economics. So please let me know. Thank you and bye bye.